Hello YouTube, it's me, Kallipar. We have another review today. It is the Toys Dream Project Godzilla 1975 by Bandai. Technically this is also a Movie Monster series figure. And so quick history on this figure. It is just the Godzilla 74, but with his head switched out, which was released in 2003 and then re-released for the memorial box. And then this guy was released in 2006, I want to say, in a box set with himself and Titanosaurus. He came with a white tag. I'll show it on screen now. And he would then be later re-released again in the Movie Monster series a couple years ago as a Godzilla store exclusive. Now, if you want to pick this guy up, it's a bit iffy on the prices. In the US, this guy could go up for over $100. I know that. Proxy services are going to be a bit more generous. And if you don't care about if it's the Toys Dream Project or the new Movie Monster series figure from a couple years ago, you could get it down in price because the Movie Monster series figure is pretty much the exact same thing as this guy. Almost the exact same paint, I believe. And he'll just be a bit cheaper. Around $40, $50, I want to say, US. And kind of about the same in if you want to use a proxy service. He is a bit of a pain to pick up. And, yeah. So he has 5 points of articulation. He has the legs. The arms. And then the head. Here is the foot. Yeah, there you go, 2030. Made in China. So this guy is pretty good mold, I'd say. Very solid mold for the Moga. Damn, I forgot the name of this suit, but I'll flash it on screen for y'all. His spines are painted in a silver. Since this is an older figure, his paint isn't as vibrant, but on the new release, I think it's the exact same paint job, so this will be a lot more vibrant and shiny. So, yes, the tail has most of his spines painted, except for like the last 3 or so. The chest here, the shins, or kneecaps, and the top of the head should have some greenish paint applicated to it. It's very not that noticeable, but it is definitely noticeable. On nicer figures, you could tell that the green's a lot more prevalent on the head than, and on the highlights are a lot more prevalent. But my figure, a bit worn out, so, you know. Unfortunately, both the feet and hands will not be painted on the nails, which is a bit unfortunate, but I think pretty movie accurate if I'm correct. And then for the mouth, he will have his teeth painted and his tongue painted. Get a little more spin in there. Oh, and glue sealed tail, so break at your own discretion if you want the extra articulation. This guy is pretty nice in detailing. He has the usual Godzilla bumpiness here, and it pretty much stays in that type of pattern throughout the entire figure, except for like the base of the tail, which is standard for these. His head does not actually have the derp face like it's common in Godzilla figures, and there's good detail. You can see like the little nose snout part. The dorsal plates go all the way. I'd say he's almost a perfect representation of the 75 Godzilla. And he'll pair nicely with the Mecha Godzilla, the Titanosaurus, pretty much any 6-inch figure. So here he is next to Gigan. And then here he is next to Mephiles as the Ultra Series size comparison. Here he is next to the 8-inch Godzilla GMK. He is much smaller than him. Here he is next to a Robot Spirits figure. Again, Robot Spirits figure shorter. And then here he is next to a Master Grade Gunpla, the Isaac. And for shits and giggles, here he is next to a Fanta can I'm drinking right now. Pick this guy up, I'd say. Get him. He's amazing figure. Definitely worth the price, I'd say, but this guy could sometimes at times get very expensive. I know a couple years ago in the US market he was like over 150. It's just a shame that his fingers aren't really painted, but hey, what can you do? This is an amazing mold, amazing figure, and hopefully he'll get more reissues to come, because I'm pretty sure they've stopped selling the movie Monster Series version of him that was released a few years ago back. They haven't done a reprint of him in a while, so they'll probably restock in like a couple years or so within that time. So you might want to hold off on like immediately going to Jump and get him, but overall I'd say get this guy. He's amazing. I can't stop gushing about it. Alright, that's all for today. Thank you, and see y'all next time.